Well, I'm delighted to welcome into the studio a comedian who's been touring the country. Robin Booch has performed at the Edinburgh Fringe and even been in a recent Haribo advert that featured rugby players. You'll see why. He joins us now with his guitar and with a rather extraordinary mane of hair. So before we talk about your physique and your hair, let's just talk about your style of comedy. Tell us about that, 'cause it's not for everyone.
Yeah, firstly, thanks for having me in here today.
You're welcome.
I'm a huge fan. Yeah, my style of comedy, I call it rock comedy. I was brought up with rock music, a range of music, but I've always been a huge fan of rock, but I've always had a little bit of a cheeky sense of humour as well. So about 3.5, 4 years ago, I managed to merge those two things together and started writing some silly songs. I've been performing more serious music in bands and solo before then. But the two came together and yeah, rock comedy was born, and that's why I'm here now.
So one of the things you tend to do, if I'm not wrong, is that kind of take a famous song and then adapt the lyrics. So you've done, is it Eye of the Tiger? You've done Shake Your Ass, a famous 2000 hit by Mr. Cole. How do you get your ideas for what you're going to do?
It's strange. Doing parodies can be quite easy because the structure and the framework is there and people recognise the song already, so it's already in their heads, and you know it's catchy for an audience. I do write original stuff as well, but sometimes a song can take 18 months to get right if I'm not 100% happy with everything, but sometimes I can get an idea in my head and then that will flourish, and within half an hour I'll have a full song and I'll perform it that evening.
I think that's extraordinary. And you're going to perform something for us today.
Yes.
What is it?
It's a very short song. You did give me some stipulations that it had to be around about a minute long. It couldn't be offensive. It couldn't be political, which really narrowed down. Yes, I think this does say a little bit about your repertoire. But anyway, you've risen to the challenge and you're going to go on, take it away, Robin. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Time for another one as well?
Yeah, there's time for one more. Good. Yeah.
What is this great big yellow ball emitting so much heat? I can feel its fiery surface burning through the soles of my feet. I do not even know how I even got up here in the first place. My body is disintegrating and it's starting to melt my face. I'm walking on sunshine. Wow, Christopher, walking on sunshine. Wow, Christopher, walking on sunshine. Wow, and you know, Charlotte, that's about it. Thank you. Oh, more applause than I normally get, so great.
That really tickles me. So I'm gonna come clean. I first met Robin. That made it sound like I've met you somewhere awful. I first met Robin at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival where he was performing. And you've got a kind of distinctive marketing technique. Do you want to talk about that?
Do you want to talk about that?
I think we should talk about that.
Well, you're the one enticed into the show.
Well, okay, all right. I will talk about this then. Robin has a distinctive poster. I'm going to describe. I don't have it with me. So,
do you want me to reenact it?
No, it's all right.
No, okay.
Thank you for the offer. You're all mic'd up. We don't want to disturb the cables.
Good thinking.
So in the poster, Robin is standing in a forest on a lavatory, completely naked, and he's sort of brandishing his guitar, which is hiding the more sensitive parts of the male anatomy, shall we say. And, you know, they often say sex sells. Do you feel like you're exploiting that at all?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I think the quality of my poster is much greater than my actual show was. I put a lot more time and effort into that. It was a very, very interesting day out in the woods because that was taken. I had a little mini trailer with a toilet which I dragged into the woods and had everything set up. And
did someone come and take the photo, or did you do it yourself?
Yeah, I had it all set up, but I had a friend to press the photo. And then when I was walking back, still had the top hat on. I put clothes on for dignity. There were other dog walkers around, and there was that awkward situation when there's like a footpath, but you made eye contact with the person. There was a little woman, must have been in her 70s, and she made eye contact. I was just dragging this toilet through the woods. And she was like,
she was the most dedicated fly tipper I've ever met.
I walked past and go, it's okay, I'm just taking the bog for a walk. And yeah, fortunately she saw the funny side, and I think she was dogging herself, so it was fine.
Yeah, presumably walking an animal of some description.
Yes, that's what I mean by dogging.
Yes.
That's what I call dogging. I don't know what that means in the Solent area.
Me neither. And and during your show, you sing a number of songs. How do you kind of, when you're touring like that, how do you keep up the energy? Because it can be quite intense. For lots of comedians say they're always on the road and you're staying places you don't know where you are and you're not there long, and it is quite exhausting, I can only imagine.
It is, but there is something about the thrill of being on stage, and the combination of coffee and narcissism, and just as if you've given me an audience, then I will find the energy. And in Edinburgh, for example, I did 24, 25 of my own shows, and that's the second year I've done that now, and then guest spots all over the place. I ended up performing 35, 40 times in the space of 3.5 weeks. And by the end, I was shattered, but the whole experience is real adrenaline rush.
Are you quite a narcissist then?
Oh, massively.
Okay.
I think I can afford to be looking like this as well.
Absolutely. So. And do you think that all comedians are, or is this something that's specific to you and your sort of, I don't know, Samson-esque hair?
I think you have to have a certain amount of self-confidence to be on stage, and everyone puts on a persona, even if it's just an embellished version of their own personality, which is me. I'm quite happy to play the narcissist because it does come naturally to me, but you have to exaggerate a little bit because otherwise it wouldn't be comedy.
Wouldn't be comedy. All right, well, Robin, we wish you the best of luck with your gigs. You've got one coming up in Boscombe, is that right, on Tuesday night?
Yeah.
And then hopefully you're getting signed for the Edinburgh Fringe as well this year, so lots of exciting things coming up. We'll
find that out, yeah. So tomorrow night, Boscombe, Chaplin's Bar, it's called Carl's Comedy Club. You can find out about that online. My website is rockcomedy.com, and you can, if you just type into Facebook, Robin Boots Rock Comedy, they'll have I'll have all the details about that, so yeah.
Cheers, well thanks for coming in.
Thank you.